You are now tuned in to BFTV, Buffalo Fanatics. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rico back at it again, ready to hit you over the head with the Bills Colts preview down in Buffalo this Sunday afternoon. Is gonna be womp womp. let's keep it real. There's no excitement right now. We are 4 games left in this season, and these 4 games couldn't be as crucial as possible. And the worst part about this is, one of the 4 games we play the New England Patriots, and we all know what's going on with us. Let's get into exactly what's going down this weekend. But before we do, we've got some news and some updates. First and foremost, Tre'Davious White has now been cleared of concussion protocol and has actually been practicing and is good to go for this game. He has been able to practice. He's been cleared and ready to go. You know what I mean? Listen, man, I'm sure if he didn't have a chip on his shoulder for getting that Rookie of the Year, because, you know what I mean, Marshawn Lattimore is getting all that love out in New Orleans, my man getting 265 pounds just dropped on his neck last game. He's going to have a chip on his shoulder. He's going to be wanting to come out and do work. And who else is playing this weekend? Kelvin Benjamin. There's a very good chance Kelvin Benjamin will suit up and actually play this weekend, which is nice because we need all the offensive weapons we can get, especially if we have Nate Peterman starting at quarterback, or we have our man Tyrod Taylor. Him will not let an injury keep him off the field. He got very lucky with his knee injury. It just happened to be a knee bruise, so he'll be good to go. Cordy Glenn been upgraded to questionable. So Cordy Glenn has been upgraded, could potentially play, but highly doubt it. Look for Deion Dawkins to man that left tackle role. Guess who's on the IR? Guess who made it to the IR? A surprising IR. And if you guys don't know what IR is, it's the injury reserved. It is Shaq Lawson, the, in my opinion, disappointing Shaq Lawson, and Jordan Matthews. Bye-bye, Jordan Matthews. This man is not coming back to Buffalo next year unless we surprise the hell out of him and give him a big old contract. That being said, Shaq Lawson on the injury reserve. That's something that we got to definitely look into next year if he's, I mean, if he's part of that trade. And last but not least, guess who gets promoted to the active roster? My man Brandon Riley from Nebraska. The standout from Nebraska has now been activated onto the roster to take the place of Jordan Matthews. Now, is he going to start right off the bat? Hell no, he's not. But he will be in reserve mode. He'll be doing the special teams and all that good stuff. And you know what? Look for him to be sprinkled into the offense, and we'll see what goes down. It should be very interesting. So welcome to the team, Brandon Riley. You should have made the squad at the beginning of the year, but you know what I mean, the politics and all that good stuff and the trades and all that, you know how that all happens. Anyway, so that's the way things are shaping out in terms of what's going down in Buffalo. So without further ado, let's get into the preview of the Bills and the Colts this Sunday. Should we be worried? Hell no, we shouldn't be worried. The Colts are not a very good team. They're not a very good team, and this is a game that we should take care of business. That's how it should be done. But this is also the Buffalo Bills. Teams that they should beat, they lose to, and the teams that they should lose to, they beat. How does that work? It's just been a thing that the Bills do. But in this case, this is a game that we should win, and we will win. Let me explain to you how it's going to happen. Colts offense. I'm not even going to get into the numbers. They're near the bottom of the league in every statistical category. When it comes to points, when it comes to yards per game, when it comes to pass yards per game. The rush game is the only thing that's the bright spot with Marlon Mack and Frank Gore on that team. But still, it's just not going to be good enough to go up against our defense. Even our defense is not great. But offensively, the Colts aren't saying much. Defensively, they're 32nd, 29th. Just not very good. But not a good team altogether. So we should be able to take full advantage of this Colts team coming to Buffalo. Now, the 2 players that you got to worry about, tight end Doyle, Jack Doyle, with 62 receptions, and the man of the hour, the man of the team, and that's T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton. That's the only guy we got to worry about. That's the only guy. We keep that man under 100 yards, we're good. Because every time that man goes for 100 yards or more, they win. So we keep him under 100 yards, our chances are looking good. With Tre'Davious White back, with EJ Gaines staying healthy, we should be easy breezy. To the Bills. The Bills are where the Bills are, right? Our best asset is our run game. We're 8th in rushing yards per game, so that's where we stand. Defensively, we're near the bottom in everything. So we're just not a very good defensive team. However, we still have the edge over the Colts. How are we going to beat the Colts this week? It's very simple, folks. It's very simple. The 3 keys to victory against the Colts. Here we go. Number 1, get after Brissett. Get after Jacoby Brissett. We've done it before. We can do it again when he was with the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Force turnovers. We've got to force turnovers. And what I said earlier, you want to stop this team, you stop T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, you can keep him under 100 yards. We are good. Number 2, we got to be aggressive. Aggressive football is what we need to do going forward. This conservative, you know what I mean, weak ass soft plays that Dennis has been calling, boy, you better get into that aggressive playbook and start calling aggressive plays to get us going. We need to get a spark. We have McCoy with 851 yards. Get him the damn ball. Put him in space. Get him everything. Get him the ball so we can get him to 10K, so we can get him to 1,000 yards this year. And that way he makes the Pro Bowl, makes us look good. Because right now we got no Pro Bowlers on our team except for maybe Steven Hauschka and Micah Hyde. Actually, you know what? I'm tripping. You know what I'm talking about. We got to make sure that we take advantage of the Colts' terrible defense. 43% in third down conversion. What that tells me is this. They're not very good on third down defense. So they're allowing 43% of teams to convert on third down. So we should take full advantage of that. Number three, Nate Peterman. I don't know. Nate Peterman, this is your second chance. Don't make us look bad. This is your second chance to make things happen. Do the things that you do well, and that is throw the ball. Nathan Peterman got a second opportunity. A second opportunity that could lead to something big. And by big, I mean he's got an opportunity right now. Cut the BS and just play ball, man. Just do what you got to do and just be yourself. Let loose and just go and just play ball, man. And then everything will fall into place. Do what you do. In conclusion, I'm going to say it this way. We have the opportunity right now to make the fourth quarter comeback. And you guys might be saying, what, Rico, what are you saying? Fourth quarter comeback? Yeah, we can come back, fourth quarter comeback. Some teams, what they do is they break the season down in 4 quarters. We are in the last quarter. We typically don't do well in the last quarter. This is an opportunity for us to wipe everything clean, start fresh with the new quarterback, and come back right now. The fourth quarter comeback. We need this. Nate Peterman need this. The Bills need this. The Buffalo fans need this. We have the opportunity to make the playoffs. We just got to take it one game at a time, and we start with the Colts. Look for the Bills to beat down the Colts in Buffalo, the cold, frigid, snowy Buffalo, and we'll handle business. It's your boy, and I'm gone.